Everyone be high-fiving and hugging you when they make money, but when you're losing money, then you're the bad guy.
Meme coins have now become a sector we can no longer ignore.
First of all, free my boy SPF.
The content presented in this podcast is intended for informational and educational purposes only. It should not be considered as financial advice, and listeners are encouraged to conduct their own research or consult with a qualified professional before making any investment decisions. Crypto Flip.
Welcome back to the Crypto Flip podcast. I am your host, Harris King, and I'm here joined with my co-hosts, Ricardo and Deji. And before we get into the news of the market, what we're going to do is look at some of the crypto confessions by some of the DJs in the space and see what they've been up to. Let's get into it. My brother knew I was doing well in crypto, asked me to invest 10K and keep 10% of the profits. I told him in good conscience I can't because I would feel horrible if I lost his money. Now I'm at mid six figures and he's mad at me thinking I just didn't want him to make it. He refuses to accept that I've had a few good plays and lost a ton in the process. And it's more luck than skill. What do you, man, make of that?
I think, Rick, you want to go first?
Pagan, bro. He should have took his brother's money.
Okay, talk to us.
I have a different view than that.
Lost his
So do
brother's
I.
money,
Oh,
and then his brother would know that shit can go up or shit can go down, and he just got lucky.
Well, give him the hard lesson, yeah?
You just give him the hard lesson, because otherwise, man's just gonna be hating on you like, oh, you got mid six figures. It's like, yeah, he probably lost six figures in various trades, but did well overall.
Bruv.
So yeah, in my opinion, hold tight him. He should have took his brother's money, bro.
You know what? This confession is very, very relatable in a sense because whenever you're public about doing crypto and you're doing well, you don't even have to be making like six figures. You can just be profitable.
Doing well,
or
know
even
your
just
shit.
have knowledge. Exactly. You could even just be a knowledge player and people look at you and like, okay, this guy knows more than me. I've got some spare cash laying around. Let's see if he can actually do something
put him
with
to
this.
work.
And let's put it to work. But I've had these types of offers and I've always declined because for the same reason. I'm willing to lose my money in certain plays. But if somebody else who's not familiar with crypto puts their money in and loses it, I'm obviously going to be the one to get the blame. Everyone be high-fiving and hugging you when they make money, but when you're losing money, then you're the bad guy. So I relate to this guy and I understand exactly why he didn't do it. His brother's just going to have to hold that and learn to do it himself.
I think you hit the nail on the head because he said the brother has to learn how to do it himself. I think when it comes to family, mixing family and money can be a very sticky situation. Even in the most strongest family members, it can happen. Well, like I saw a meme when we went through a bear market, when somebody's mom was texting them saying, yo, you said Ethereum is going to go to 5,000. Now it's 2,000. What's going on? Call me back. Like, imagine coming back from the gym and getting to a text like that. You'd be like, so, I personally, I try to avoid those kind of situations. And I think he did the right thing. But I think what I would probably have done is maybe point them to the right direction, show them some resources, show him, like, listen, it's not as easy as we make it sound to be. Because for him to get the six figures, I'm sure he's probably been rugged a couple times. I'm sure he probably didn't get a lot of sleep. And I'm sure he probably had a lot of sleepless night. And then there was a couple of debts. So, man, I think most time not to try to show someone how to do it. If they can't, if they can't ingratiate themselves to go and learn more, then it's on them. But at the end of the day, I think I can understand why I didn't take the 10K. 10K is nothing. But if my man was offering 250 bags of for $500,000, I would say it would be a fool not to take it. Because that's something like you can, just a few trades, you can keep that going. And obviously, if you know what you're doing, but yeah, that's just my opinion.
10% of the profit, though.
Of course, bro. I'm literally slapping that on fucking. I'm farming that, staking that, leverage trading that. Trust me, I might even do a crypto loan from. So yeah, that kind of money you don't say no to because you can kind of enter like a sort of like business agreement, saying no, alright, cool, boom, 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 boom. But 10K, nah, it's not worth it because I'm pretty sure that 10K is probably is life saving. So if anything goes wrong, bro, I'm out.
100% is life savings, bro.
Bro, he probably spend out. But in the end, he probably spend out on like one whip though.
But him, yeah, but not his brother. His brother's trying to flip his money.
No, I'm talking about his brother. You probably see his brother driving around a new A-class, showing it off to his brethren, saying, "Yo."
Exactly.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. Let's check out the next confession. I've lost over $50,000 trading. just from selling things too early.
Whoa.
I've been in the space since 2001 and I'm addicted to the charts. But I've been rugged so many times that I can't bring
Ow.
myself to diamond hand anything. That sounds like lyrics of a song, I can't lie to you.
Hold on.
What's that?
Hey, he's been rugged so many times. He sounds like Deji.
This guy, bro.
Let me finish the confession.
He's lost. All right.
I've gotten into all of the big runners at the bottom and sold them all before they hit big because I keep chasing the next big one. Maybe trading isn't for me.
So I know what this guy's suffering from. I think what it is he's suffering from what you call over trading. Being new in this market, it's exciting. The gains the profit you can make, it can be a bit too. I mean, like, it's exciting. I think if you can't kind of get your emotion under control, like, be able to kind of, I have a plan. I'm gonna buy Bitcoin. I'm gonna hold it for 12 years, 1.5 years, whatever, or whatever. Depending on what your goals are, whether it's short term, long term, like you need to have a strategy. And I feel like him saying like he's selling it too early. I think no one in this market, I don't care who you, I don't care if you're hard trader of the world or whether you're some guy that shot at the market from the top down, right? You can never tell me where the exact top is. No one can predict the exact top is. Maybe closer to the date of the top, maybe you can be like, you know what, I feel like this market's overheated. But no one can say, you know what, I predict by next year, so and so. So with that information, you need to now just go and, I don't know, figure out a systemic way to, take profit, to exit. Depending on your risk appetite, you know what I mean? So if Bitcoin runs to 200K, is that not enough time for you isn't that a good range for you to step out? So, everyone can suffer from this. No one can say they can literally time the market. Some people got lucky. You can get lucky and time the market exactly, but more time than not, no one can time the market exactly. Everyone suffer from this. So it's not a big deal. At the end of the day, you just need to go back to the drawing board and, maybe figure out a new strategy and stick to it rather than hopping in and out of trade and trying to chase the next one, because I think that's the issue.
When you say new strategy, what type of strategy do you?
I mean, one of the first strategy you need is to basically, your risk management. That's the first thing, fam. Maybe the ability to manage risk. If I'm investing 1K in a meme coin, like, why are you selling now? Like, you've invested that 1K, let it ride for however long you're trying to let it ride. And then when you get profit, when you get your 2x, 3x, 10x, don't diamond hold, fam. Don't expect 10,000. Don't expect 2,000, fam. So I think that's more what I'm talking about. I think without going to the advanced stuff, just the basic stuff, the fundamental stuff. You don't need to have a systemic trading system to be able to make money in this space. It would be nice.
Yeah.
What do you think, Rick?
What I was saying was, so he lost 50K worth of
pump,
missing out on gains.
Yes,
correct. He didn't lose any money.
Exactly.
So he had some gains, right? So,
yeah.
bro, what's he complaining about, bro? He didn't lose a hell of P. He didn't get rugged. Like, he basically, what he's saying is he's struggling with the opportunity cost of being in a coin and missing another coin going through the roof. And in my mind, that just sounds like, bro, it's like you've gone up 30%, and it's like, it's only 30%. Whereas the stock market, on average, is going up like 8-10%, let's say, as an estimate. Obviously, you see crypto is doing like 31K in like 5 hours, and you think, like 31K percent. That's amazing. I really want that. Bro, be happy with your 30%, man. A win's a win. This guy ain't lost any money, so what's he complaining about?
Yeah, he ain't been hacked. He ain't been robbed. I don't know why he's complaining, bro. He's just saying, I wish I had that 50K worth of gains. Bro, you didn't deserve it. That's why. You didn't hold enough.
Anyway. You a bitch. I'm joking.
I think it's interesting. I think, if we really look at it, he's actually got a skill, and that skill's hard. He just needs to develop others. And that skill that he has, that most people don't have, is identifying which coins are actually going to blow up before they do. Now, most people don't even find those correctly. Now, it's obviously easier to do in a bull market because everything's going up, but finding them before they actually blow up is difficult to do. He knows how to do that by the sounds of it because he's seen it multiple times. Okay, so that's level 1. Level 2 is knowing how to take profit. So he needs to have a take profit strategy in his arsenal. So now that he knows how to identify these coins, What he needs to do is say, okay, when it hits this level, I take profit. When it hits next level, I take profit. And then maybe I leave a moon bag in case it really goes to the moon. And what he should do is, because he sounds like he's in his emotions, he should use a bot, just set those levels and let it ride. So when it actually happens, he doesn't have to think about it and he gets greedy and tries to take more and more and more. So yeah, I think that's exactly what he needs to try and do. Otherwise, it's going to be the same story over and over again.
100%, man.
Welcome back to the Crypto Flip podcast. Don't forget to like and comment, and we will definitely love to see your reviews. We're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, and anywhere you listen to your podcast. And if you're watching on YouTube, I would love to see a comment there too. So what we want to do is start with one of the biggest news stories of the week, and that was that Pump Fun, one of the most interesting places for Solana degens, got attacked. Now, this was one of the most notorious attacks that we've seen this bull cycle. And what actually was even more interesting about it was that Pump Fun released their revenue, and they were making more revenue than Solana itself, which is quite crazy in a 24-hour period. They were making $1,200,000 per day. So let's talk a bit about the attack, and then I'll get you guys to feed in with your thoughts. The exploiter took 80 million, basically used a flash loan. He was an ex-employee who's fully doxed, which was quite weird. And his story was that his mother had recently passed and that he was buying up all these tokens using a flash loan, and he used an exploit. So all of these coins completed their bonding curve, but he was obviously holding the majority of the tokens, and he could just dump on everybody who was in these tokens. So Pump Fund eventually went down because they knew that these tokens couldn't launch on Radium, and there was a big investigation, and what ended up happening was they removed his allocation from these tokens and they gave everybody 7 days free trading. But it was really a good insight into what can actually happen, and you know, these attacks can still happen. But I really want to hear what you guys have to say about it.
Yeah, so for the audience, fully doxed. You know, I never really understand what fully doxed means. Is it just they know everything about this person, and so he should have been a safe person to use?
Basically, he has his face out there. He even took a video outside his workspace. I noticed that it was London. It was red buses. I think it was a WeWork season even. So, yeah.
So he's known. Like it's not like one of these random anonymous
like
accounts.
Basically, your real name, home address, everything is basically out there. Right?
I get. Like me, I'm fully doxed out there. Everyone knows who I am. All right, cool.
No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't know your address. They don't know your phone number. Don't go there, bruv.
No, but what I'm saying is,
he has real information. He's not hiding behind some.
I have real information.
I hear you.
My DJ name isn't MYG55. All right.
But it might
there's
be.
a few things. Hey. All right. So there's a few things that's crazy about this whole thing happened to Pump.Fun. One, the revenue is mad high. Like I just clarified again. It's like $21 million worth of SOL in revenue for a thing that's been around for not very long, which is crazy. And now you have like all these new competitors coming up. But the fact that an ex-employee did this makes me sad, to be honest, because I feel like these companies who are doing well, who are in the crypto space, doing well or not doing well, whatever, they don't have simple offboarding procedures. Like there is no way that if my man's no longer in the company, he should have access to anything company related. Like, how did he manage to do all of that? Because it sounded like it's not just anyone could do this. We can't just all go get flash loans and then go through and buy everything, push it over the bonding curve, and then dump on everyone. So that for me just kind of sounds like these guys should have been tighter in like offloading their employees. Also, why did he get offloaded? If like, I hope it wasn't because his parent passed away, because that would be crazy.
That would be crazy. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, that would be crazy because, yeah. And then last thing is $80 million worth of, I'm guessing Solana, he walked away with. I think he paid some of it back or all of it back. Because everyone got their money back.
You're talking about the loan?
Yeah. No. So the money that he stole.
Well, he didn't steal it. He took a loan out.
What do you mean?
He took a flash loan.
Yeah. Pushed everything over on the bonding curve. had loads of tokens in loads of projects.
Correct.
What, didn't he dump?
No, he couldn't dump. He did an airdrop to different
members
token
of
holders.
Yeah, kind of become the Robin Hood of crypto fan. He's like, yo, I hacked it. There's nothing I could do with it. So let me just,
Exactly.
Yeah, sketch. I'll tell him. Pump.Fund's a great business. They I can't believe they let this happen, but at the same time, it sounds like it was hard to control. But yeah, shit happens.
Was it?
It does.
I mean, what was it?
Hard to control.
I mean, like, because I feel like we can't, as a business, as a company, you can't be putting the responsibility of security of the platform onto, what's out of our hand. It could have happened to anyone. It doesn't just happen to anyone. It happened to you, man. But I just find it funny that this happened. I think this happened a few days after a report came out that Pump.Fund was making more money on Solana blockchain. The hackers were like, yo, let me roll up my sleeve and get to work. But that's very interesting. I mean, I don't have a lot to say on this Pump.Fund. I think they will recover. I mean, they already rolled out a good plan to recover. But I'm bullish on the market, man. Like, these hackers are out here. They're ready. They're here for the tokens. They're after your tokens, and it's important. But
but I guess this guy wasn't a conventional hacker, ex-employee going through some issues.
Yeah. Because he was he had a bit of a snafu, but still, we need more Robin Hood type hackers like that will share the wealth. You know what I mean? Just distribute the tokens, distribute the fees. But I think it's very interesting that this happened once that report came out that they were one of the most profitable businesses in crypto. Boy, talk about target on your back. But yeah, very interesting.
No, it is. I think the fact that Pump.Fund is one of the most profitable entities out there is very telling as to where all the liquidity is going, and obviously that's still meme coins. So
it's ridiculous.
I think
it's ridiculous.
100%. If you want to talk market narratives, I feel like the narrative has definitely switched. You know, before we were speaking about how we have deep in and how, you know, we could have some new DeFi products coming in. Bro, I feel like there's a whole meme narrative which just makes no sense. Bro, you know there's been 1 million new meme coins since April this year, bro.
But okay, cool. So does that make you more bullish on meme coin, or does it make you think like, wait, this is not sustainable? Because fam, like, this is ridiculous.
It makes me think. Like, I agree, but it makes me think, that you can get in and get out, and obviously you can't time markets. This is not financial advice, but if you get in and get out, it can work really well for you.
Yeah, it can. And then if you get in the wrong time, you can really get wrecked. But obviously, people shouldn't really go in with serious money. I mean, meme coins is highly speculative. Even more speculative than altcoins. So, but I think, honestly, though, I feel like the reason why, two concerns for me. One is, okay, we're talking about inflation in the real economy, in the like traditional economy. And compared to the inflation that can happen in crypto, if this level of activity in meme coins keeps going, it will be 10 times, will be 5 times worse than the regular inflation. You know what I mean? So I'm a bit worried about that. And two, I just feel like, the narrative is now literally the one meme coin. But I think the reason why it's slightest is because people know what Bitcoin is, people know what Ethereum is, people know what Solana is, right? They need something else that's more exciting, more new that you can speculate on. So the people that have been in this market for a long time, the easiest thing they can speculate on is meme coins. You know what I mean? But I feel like as it becomes a risk on market, meme coins will naturally do well because they've gotten traction. But then again, I feel the narrative will shift back to just the regular, you know what I mean, the AI, the RWA, the DP. So I think there will be a switch again. Like, yes, the narrative is meme coin now, but there will be a switch again. But like meme coins will be an afterthought because your meme coins are just, altcoins are just blowing up.
But I agree with you mostly, but here's where my mind shifts. Doge has always been a big coin. Mm-hmm. Shiba came around, big coin. Pepe, all-time high. Mm-hmm. Bro, Pepe is one of the only coins to hit an all-time high in this last cycle. Well, in this current cycle, that has been around for a while. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm seeing all these meme coins that are just doing well. And for the longest while, I've been like, these are meme coins, they're stupid. I'm never going to touch them. They have no intrinsic value.
Me too. I was the same.
If the market's going to zero, bro, they are the first thing that's going to zero because I've held some meme coins to zero. But I just feel like people are so attracted to hype. and meme coins indefinitely have the most hype. Bro, when Shiba was at its prime, that's the type of shit that you'd be in your cab going from point A to point B, and the cab driver would be like, oh, have you heard of Shiba Inu? Yeah, bro, it's
That's
just
a
like,
fact.
I feel like memes have a whole life of their own. And I mean, the big problem is now I see people just releasing crazy numbers. Like, I just sent you guys an article, but this guy's like, so far I've launched 182 pump.fun tokens.
Wow.
Some guy from X.
What?
37 have made it to Radium. Yeah, bro. 37 have made it to Radium. And
I've
he's
only
only made
made
$642,000.
Bro.
And it's not as easy as people think. Bro, shut up, bro. It's not as easy as people. That probably took you like fucking 6 months, bro. You made $650. Scary, man. And I think Pump.Fun is just jumping on this whole idea of meme hype.
Yeah, but you know what they're doing?
Bro, this market is so different from any other fucking cycle,
bro. They're like Nvidia, bro. Then in this era of data and AI infrastructure, they're selling shovel, bro. You know what I mean? Pump.Fun is like, you know what? You don't want to be degenerate.
100%.
You know what I mean? You want to be degenerate? We'll give you shovel so you can go dig out the shit coins. And that's exactly what they're doing. You know what I mean? So it's the truth, bro. It's just the truth. But then again, it just like I said, right? Like, I feel like you're absolutely right. I think it's the fact that meme coins have this hype around it. Like, for example, I saw I don't know if you guys, I saw this story on Reddit this morning before I even came on the pod. The dog in real life that actually inspired, I think, Shiba Inu or Dogecoin is actually dead now. I bet you in about half an hour, there will be a coin around that dog's name on Pump.Fun or on Dex. Like, I guarantee it. That's just how the market is moving now. But then again, my thing is like, because I'm in it for the long term, and obviously the short term, like, we have to participate in all markets. So, yeah, I mean, essentially, like, meme coins have now become a sector we can no longer ignore, essentially. That's the point I'm trying
to 100%. Now, is that dog's name Cabuso?
Yes, sir.
There's been about 8 token launches today called Cabuso, bro.
Thank
I've
you
had
very
3 of them
much.
sent to me. Bro, it's a joke. It's actually a joke. It's actually ridiculous. But facts, anything gets there's tagged as a meme coin. Like the new US election, there's going to be a meme coin. There's going to be a Rishi coin for the US, for the UK general election. Bro, it's just everything that is topical or has some news around it, meme coin.
You know what's funny, right? It's very, very funny. So now I've got a speculation. I think this will lead next to our next conversation about the ETF. I think the reason why this is now possible in Solana is because Solana is still a young but mature blockchain, and like it's on the rise essentially. So essentially, we're like, what I mean is that on Ethereum, there isn't all this meme coin activity, like because like I mean there is, but compared to Solana, compared to the activity of meme coins on Solana compared to the Ethereum blockchain, I'm sure there's a massive gap. You know what I mean? So I think as Solana starts to become more mature, eventually it might get its own ETF one day. It might be a situation where, like, when Solana's like 2,000, 1.5K, it will be a bit harder for you to launch 1 million shit coins in 1 month. So I think that could be what flips the narrative. I'm just speculating.
Yeah. Let's jump into ETH.
So the ETH ETF has been approved. Grayscale has filed its 19B form for its spot ETF, and ETH obviously pumped as a result. And it really blew people's faces off. What do you guys make of it?
I won't lie to you guys. This was abrupt approval by the SEC. And whenever the SEC does something out of the blue, I'm always like, why are they doing this? I've been online on X, been Googling news and stuff like that. And I think the narrative that's popping up is that they did this to save face. So I'm not mad at it. But like, I think this only further legitimate the space where it's still not active. It's still not ready to trade it. I think they're still waiting on the S1 approval for it to actually go live. But once that's done, I think it's pretty much a done deal. It's already been like approved already, so it's not a big deal. So yeah, I mean, another big day for crypto, and I mean, it's been a lot of really good stuff happening this week. So I'm excited to what the altcoin season is gonna say.
Definitely agree. I think that when we had the Bitcoin ETF, it was obviously big news, and that was like the first line in a number of dominoes that are going to fall.
100%.
So when that happened, a lot of people were eagerly eyeing up, what other ETFs are going to be launched. ETH was obviously the next natural one, as it's obviously the second largest in market cap. And it's obviously one that a lot of people in traditional finance like to use and like to be involved with as well. So I think that it's big news. I think that it will launch altcoin season. And I also believe that it's going to do
not before
a
a rate cut.
When's the rate cut?
Unless UK is predicted to do a rate cut in the next 2-3 months. Yeah, we need liquidity for somewhere.
Yeah, I think this is exciting, but I also think this poses another question, which is what's the next one? Is it going to be Solana ETF? And if there is a Solana ETF, what does that mean for all of these meme coins and shit coins that are being pumped out there?
I do think it's Solana. I do think it's Solana's next, but I'll give my thoughts on after Ricardo.
So for me, the ETH ETF, so that was actually submitted like last year. So it's been a while since it's been in progress from the SEC, and they finally come back and given a decision yesterday, allowing trading over the next couple of days. But the craziest thing about this happening now is basically it's institutional money saying we are happy to have everything Ethereum related, so all the ETH tokens, or ETH itself as a token, all the NFTs on ETH, all of the ecosystem plays on ETH, like, digital identity on ETH and all the other stuff that's not as cool and sexy. And things like all the meme coins on ETH, all the ERC20 tokens that have been around for years. That's them saying now actually you can invest in like ICOs that come in from ETH. I think the only thing that you can't do with the ETF is staking. So you can't like buy some ETH and then stake the ETH.
Wait. You telling me, because I'm holding the Ethereum ETF, I cannot invest in ICOs, which there isn't really ICOs anymore. It's more like IEOs. Is that what you're telling me?
No, but I'm saying you can get a bit of that ICO boom. Because, with all these Solana exposure going crazy, Solana goes up as a token, right? And similarly, with everything going crazy on, like, when ICO season was going crazy for ETH, then we had ETH going up in value, right? And I think it's like a big play for crypto. And really, I'm just like, this is the beginning. And if Solana's next, I just had to Google if Solana ETF's been put in. Bro, I would bet all my chips, this is not financial advice, I would bet all my chips that a Solana ETF would just be mental. It would be mental. Like, the price could do some crazy multiples.
Yeah, what you saying, 850, 950?
I'm saying 2-3 grand at least.
Then you know what that would do to Ethereum?
Wow.
The minimum 10k Ethereum then.
What do you man think would happen in the meme coin space on Solana if Solana ETF was approved?
I mean, they will catch an exposure. I mean, there will be some degenerate players around it, but at the same time, I just feel like the main play, I don't think people that are investing or buying Solana ETFs are trying to. They also think about this. Think about the fact that you can buy an ETF means you can also sell it, you can short it, and like I feel like when the time comes, when they feel like market is overcooked, they will short that crap. You know what I mean? And then when the thing's undervalued, they will buy it. So I think it's more about what they think the ecosystem, the Solana ecosystem, can become eventually, not what it is now in terms of right now. When people talk about Solana, the next topic is, have you seen this meme? That literally, that's the next thing. No, like, have you seen this? Have you seen Jupiter? Have you seen this DeFi too? Have you seen this? You know what I mean? You seen that meme? Slef, yeah? You seen Whiff?
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. I definitely agree with you guys. We also have a feel-good story for all of you people that were using FTX. Bankrupt crypto exchange FTX has recovered billions of dollars, more than it needs, to make victims of Sam Bankman-Fried's theft whole. According to the latest bankruptcy plan announced on Tuesday, customers will receive $1.18 for every dollar's worth of crypto assets they held on the exchange at the time of the collapse in November 2022, plus interest. So basically, if you held anything on FTX, you will be reimbursed in full plus interest, which I think is a nice play. But if you really think about it, that means that they were able to get the crypto assets. And if they were able to get the crypto assets, if we really think about it logically, most of it was in Solana. And Solana's done many multiples since FTX crashed. So yes, people are getting more than they had in dollar amounts, but in terms of their token amounts, are they being shortchanged? Like, where's the rest of the money?
100, US government. 100% the shortfall is going to the US government. I could put money on that for a fact. Two things about this. First of all, free my boy SPF. Yeah. Free my boy
wait.
SPF.
Wait. I was gonna say that as well. Are we gonna say? Do they free them now, or do you slash the sentence?
Nah, bro. They should free my boy SPF. And the reason being is, so was FTX insolvent this whole time? Were they trading insolvently? True answer is yes. But the fact that they've recovered everything now that is in relation to the case and have more money than they originally thought, that than people originally invested. For me, bro, Ponzi schemes don't work like that. Like, Ponzi schemes work as someone takes the money and that's it, it's gone. You don't recover the money in the Ponzi scheme.
Money's poof.
No,
so was he being truthful the whole time? Or did he just bet on the long term in crypto and saying, oh, I have a strong conviction? And basically, was he working as like a hedge fund and saying, in future, this is going to have more value? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, free my boy SPF. And two, I just think, yeah, the US government, just like the SEC going after Binance, going after anyone that has crypto, this is just another play for them to make more fees. And they're trying to make people happy by giving them an 18% increase on what they invested.
Yeah, I mean, I've got two things as well on this. I feel like one, I think this is a feel good story. I feel like a lot of regular people are a bit afraid to even invest their money into stockless of crypto. So I feel like the word they've heard about crypto is, oh, it's the wild, wild west. Your money, you lose your money, you never get it back. This is a feel good story. I think this needs to be more promoted. This needs to be talked on LinkedIn. This needs to be talked on whoever's podcasting, whoever's in the space. We need to talk about it more because it shifts the narrative. Like now we now have an ETF. We've become a more mature market. Like if an exchange collapses, there is a way to kind of like, well, there's a fallback system or strategy where you can kind of maybe recover most, if not all, of the token or all of the assets. So I think that's one. Two, I think Ricardo already kind of touched on this a little bit. Now that the money's been returned back to you, or will be returned back to people that lost their funds, that people were contemplating suicide on X when this happened. Like it was mad. So for them to get the money back, they can now stop being angry at SPF. So I wonder now, is 20-year sentence or 25-year sentence, is he now free to go once he appeal, or does he get because I still feel like he still did the crime, still misused users' funds. You know what I mean? Lied about it and also does some really crazy stuff. And yeah, so I feel like minus the defrauding investors, which is what gave him the majority of a chunk of those years. If you take that crime out, then the other rest of the stuff that he did, which is, you know what I mean, misappropriating funds, whatever, like, is that now worth the 20-year sentence? No, it's not. So you gotta like, I can't believe I don't want to say free man, but I think this is a conversation that needs to be had because at the end of the day, yeah, man.
I think you make a good point because at the end of the day, if he is in jail because, you know, there's victims of his crime and now there's no victims because everyone's getting their money back, he might be standing there thinking, what am I here for? So it'd be interesting to see if and when he gets an appeal, how they're able to spin this, and maybe he'll be out a lot quicker than, you know, he's projected to be, because I think he got 20 years, if I'm not mistaken, 25 years, something like that. So maybe it goes down to, I don't know,
20 years.
5 years, 5 years. So yeah, it's good for him. It's good for the investors.
I think he should. I don't know if they're going to free him. And to be honest, his reputation is already solid enough where, like, if he wants to come back in the space and launch a project, no one's really going to take him serious. He's going to have to really work hard. I mean, it's not impossible, but I mean, I'm sure he's got better money, but he's going to really work hard to rehabilitate his image in the space.
So wait, are you telling me if SBF creates a new exchange, he comes out, he gets freed, he gets cleared and able to create a new exchange, and you saw that coin pumping, you wouldn't jump in now?
Yeah, I'll jump in, obviously. If I'm trading mint coins, of course I would jump in. But at the same time, I wouldn't sell my McLaren to fucking aping his coin. I wouldn't sell my house or remortgage my house and fucking buy that shit, bro.
That's where you and I differ, bro.
Bro, I would invest what I'm willing to lose, fam. Because, bro, like, come on. Like, there's no guarantee that the next project he touches is going to moon again. Like, come on. My man's a criminal, fam. First of all this is moot because he's not even part of this bull run. Like, listen, he's not. SPF is not part of this bull run. Even when he's released, he's not part of it because he's been on the sidelines. He's not part of the bull run. Let's look for new plays.
Thanks for listening to the Crypto Flip podcast. We will be back again next week where we'll be diving into more stories, more DGen crypto confessions, and more crypto news. Until then, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.